day before the important day. All right, so we are going to be doing some pecs and abs today for mobility, just for mobility. So starting out with the pecs, all we're going to do is put you on into your fetal position, sideline position, and all I want you to do is draw a nice big circle with the arms. Now, when you get back to about, like, you're trying to keep your thumb on the ground the whole time, okay? Once you get to about 45 degrees, that's where you'll feel like the most stretch. And then from there, you'll come back, keep going, and then you'll stop, slowly come back. Once again, you'll feel that spot where there is a stretch, and then bring it right back around, okay? Now, if by chance you come through here and you start to feel a pinch around here, then you'll come up, go around the pinch, put it back down, and continue, okay? So I don't want you to try and work through any pain. I want you to just avoid it. Avoid the pain, okay? Maybe like 10 nice slow circles, okay? This should feel like a really nice stretch. And then what you might find is, like, by the time you get to like maybe rep 6 or 7, your pecs will relax enough that you'll start to maybe get like a lower back adjustment, little click, okay? So 10 of those on each side, okay? Just make sure it's your top arm moving, not your bottom arm moving. That would be really interesting, okay? After that, we're going to go into your abs, okay? And then for this one, we're just going to do kind of, I think they call it a Thompson stretch, Jefferson stretch, I don't know. I'm sure there was a person that invented the stretch who was named after, okay? So hands on the floor, also known as a yoga push-up. Look up, get those shoulder blades down. And then back down. And we'll do as many of those as you feel like you can without hurting your back, okay? If you feel compression in your low back, squeeze your butt. Oh, yeah, and then back down, okay? We're looking to hold that stretch maybe 5 seconds at a time. Yeah, once again, avoid pain, okay? If you feel like you just have a lot of mobility there, then you're going to start to bring your hands closer to your hips, and that'll make you get a little more vertical, okay? So there we'll go into our strength, okay? So first exercise is a bent over row. I'm going to demo with 1 dumbbell. If you have 2 dumbbells, then by all means, you can do both at the same time. Cut down on a little bit of time, okay? What we're looking for is just bent forward position and pulling in and back, okay? Common pitfall with the bent over row is pulling into the armpit, and that turns into a shrug and overloading of the bicep and some of your elbow flexors, okay? We don't want those guys to work. The bent over row is a back exercise, it's not an arm exercise, okay? So when you're pulling, it should be coming back and in, so your forearm stays a bit more vertical instead of this one where you're bending your arm more than anything else, okay? So make sure drawing your elbow straight back, okay? We're looking for 8 per arm on those. After that, we'll go into a weighted, what does GB stand for? Glute bridge. You're wrong, you wrote it, jeez. Okay, so weighted glute bridge, that was a trick question, I knew the entire time. All right, you're putting the dumbbell on your hips and then just up, squeeze the butt cheeks, back down, okay? We're looking for 12 here, okay? Very common when we're doing a glute bridge is that we feel like we're pushing with our hips when we're actually using our low back, and that's when we get that big rib flare, and you're like, oh, this really hurts my back. It's like, because you're doing it wrong, okay? So use your butt, not your back, and then you'll be a happy person. It's Christmas. Don't be a dick. Okay. From there, we go into our 10 rounder of awesomeness, starting off with 10 push-ups, okay? Get out of here. All right. 10 reps, looking for that stomach to hit the ground, or the chest, whichever one comes first. It is lockdown, so stomach for me, okay? After that, we go into 10 weighted Russian twists. If you have your dumbbell, you can use it. If your dumbbell is just way too heavy, then you can use like a little sandbag, bag of fertilizer you have kicking around in the garage. maybe like a small weighted thing. Maybe if you have like a puppy that like doesn't squirm too much, you can use a puppy. Maybe use like a cooking sheet with a frozen thing of water on it, ice. Water's heavy. These are just options. That one might take a bit of planning. Anyways, so we're looking to hold that position and then down, and we're alternating sides, okay? Now, when we're doing this, let's make sure we're staying tall, okay? Common tendency for a Russian twist is to get really all crunched up, okay? Let's try and stay tall. Much happier for the back, okay? And then we go into 20 hollow rocks. I feel so hollow. Okay? Unleash your inner gymnast. Point those toes. Okay? Concentrating on keeping the ribs down. We're not changing our position as we're rocking back and forth. Midline stability is the ability to move through shapes and positions without changing, without changing the shape of your midline. Okay? Like a deadlift. Keeping the same shape the whole time. Not turning into that gross looking C, okay? So, after you're done your 10, 20, 20, 45-second rest, you're welcome. It's a trap, have fun, okay? Get out there, have a good workout, and we'll see you guys tomorrow on Christmas Eve. Bye-bye.